Joining us is the editor of online football website 42.com.ng, Olamide Osilade, all the way from Kiev in Ukraine. Glad to have you join us, Olamide.
Really glad to have you. Thank you very much for having me on the show, as always.
Let's start with Yakubu. How will you describe Yakubu Ayegbeni as a footballer?
This is a really experienced footballer. I mean, someone who created, who he moved on a path of success, in the EPL, scoring a total of 250, scoring a total of 96 goals and 250 EPL appearances. Only Didier Drogba, is the African player that scored more goals. Didier Drogba scored 104 and 21 goals in 57 appearances for the Super Eagles. I mean, that is amazing. Younger players should look up to him, to look up to having such a very wonderful career as his. Although the ending wasn't, very well, he has been a really, really, crucial player for Nigeria and for himself. He has done very well for himself. I think so. And
But can you
after retirement,
speak of Ayegbeni in the same light as Nigerian legends Rashidi Yekini or Thierry Henry in the EPL?
given African legends, he's not, that far from them, because he has contributed, to lots of games in the EPL and outside, and for the country in Nigeria as well. Even though he had a point in his career where he was brought down, criticism came in and lots of things came in, and his career was brought down. But still, he had a wonderful career, and we can't just bring him down like that because of one or two incidents that happened.
One of those incidents, don't you think, is that miss in 2010 against South Korea? Well, it isn't anybody's fault that he missed that sort of goal, but it seems that his career has been defined by that miss that could have put Nigeria into the second round.
This is very obvious that nobody looks at the good that you have done normally. They look at that one bad thing that has happened to you, and they use it to pull you down. But it's left for you to, create positive energy from it, and don't look down on yourself. Keep on pushing, keep on carrying along, and no one can define your life for you. So I think he has done so well. He didn't look at that point, although it cost Nigeria very much, but still, his personal career is still one to be celebrated.
All right, let's move away from Yakubu Ayegbeni there. That means we couldn't play that. But then PSG, is PSG the best team in Europe at the moment?
PSG, they are cruising on what I call something magnificent, something eloquent. Having Neymar da Silva in their team has given them such a brutal attack. Having Cavani there also, who has scored 21 goals in all competitions this season, more than any other player in Europe. Kylian Mbappe, the youngster, who is doing brilliantly well for himself. Even Neymar keeps getting the praises from his coach, because he's a very brilliant player, and his contribution to the team is so obvious. First of all, him being involved in 15 goals just against Celtic alone, scoring 7 and having 8 assists just against Celtic, and PSG scoring 24 goals, and he has contributed so well, so much.
Does this mean that they can win the Champions League this season? Can they win it? ahead of Barcelona, ahead of Man City, ahead of Real Madrid?
Like Jose Mourinho says, I would say, also that the real Champions League will actually start in February. This is just the group stages, and then the best teams qualify, obviously, and then we start to see. But right now, I can say that PSG definitely look favorites for the Champions League because no one